Hey everybody, I wanted to take a couple of minutes here to put together a quick video to talk about what is the difference, well first of all, what is deferred adjudication? And what is the difference between deferred adjudication and straight probation? And don't forget, if you'd like more great criminal defense content about Texas criminal law, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content as we continue to provide content to you every week. All right, let's talk about for a moment, I'm going to explain for you the ins and outs of deferred adjudication. And what is it? How do you know if you qualify for deferred adjudication? Do you even want it? Does it even make sense for you if you're looking into this and you currently have a criminal case in Texas? All right, now, what if you are being offered deferred adjudication? Let's go through the mechanics of it and the specifics. Now, don't forget, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to also provide you a free ebook, What to Do If You Are Charged with a Crime in Texas. All right, let's jump right in. So what is deferred adjudication? Deferred adjudication is a type of probation that does not result in a criminal conviction on your record. What do I mean by that? If you complete the terms and conditions of the deferred adjudication, technically your case is administratively dismissed. Now, what it literally means is that in exchange for your plea, you do have to do a plea of guilty or no contest before a judge. But in exchange for your plea, the judge defers a finding of guilt. Now, the way I like to think of deferring a finding of guilt is kind of like pushing the pause button on your case, right? Pushing the pause button on your case. The judge pauses the case and says, listen, if you complete these terms and conditions, I will unpause the case and then dismiss your case if you complete these terms and conditions. Now, what are these conditions? Well, it varies depending upon the type of charge that you have, but generally you're talking about things like, you're talking about community service. Sometimes you'll have to do some classes related to the charge that you have. You may have to do some drug and alcohol testing, and you'll have to report to a probation officer once a month. At least that's the way it works in Tarrant County. Now, if you complete the requirements, here's the best part. Your case is administratively dismissed. You can say that your case has been dismissed. Now, what if you don't complete the terms and conditions of your probation? What if you end up having a problem and you're not able to complete them all, or you violate in some way? Well, the bad news is that's called a probation revocation. And under those circumstances, now you have already pled to the judge. You've done a plea of guilty or no contest, so you no longer have the right to a jury trial. So now the only thing you have a right to is to have a hearing in front of that same judge to determine whether you should be reinstated on your deferred adjudication or you can be sentenced anywhere between the minimum all the way up to the maximum term in jail or in prison for your particular sentence for your crime. So that's the reason that we at the Hampton Law Firm, we look to negotiate the case for some other type of dismissal, some way that limits your exposure on this. We look to try to do that before we ever even talk about this option of deferred adjudication. Now, if you do, here's the good news. If you do complete the terms and conditions of deferred adjudication, the good news is you are now eligible for your case to be dismissed, and you may be eligible to have it sealed from your record. So there is a possibility, there's a way to get something off of your record. Now, what if you don't know how your case was resolved? What if you don't have your court paperwork and your lawyer did not tell you whether or not you would receive straight probation or deferred probation? Remember, straight probation is where you're placed on a probation, but you're already convicted. You don't want that. You don't want that type of probation ever, right? Deferred gives you the possibility of the case still being dismissed to come off your record. Well, if that's the case, if you don't know which type of probation you have, feel free to give us a call at the Hampton Law Firm at 817-877-5200. We'll be happy to answer all your questions, look up your specific scenario, your specific situation, and see if what it is that you're facing right now and what your options are. Now, okay, I promised you if you waited around to the end of the video here, I would give you a free resource. So all you have to do is click the link right here below, click the link down here below for what to do. There's a link right here below, free ebook, What to Do If You Have Been Charged with a Crime in Texas. Thanks for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.